Welcome. I am Bertram Beverly Samuel, and this is my Global Syndicated Podcast, weekly on Tuesdays and Thursdays, a local and international media broadcast discussing the economy, religion, the Bible, world leaders, and the price of gold and luxury gemstones, along with a few interesting tidbits. Luke 1:37, for with God nothing shall be impossible, the King James Version. And on this podcast, we will discuss many of the possibilities. So send your emails letting me know what kind of things you would like to care about, whatever questions you have. Send them to gsp@bertrambeverlysamuel.org. And I look forward to answering any questions that you have or any things you'd like me to discuss on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about tanzanite. Tanzanite is a rare stone that's found in Tanzania. It's one of the rarest gems in the world. As a matter of fact, we expect to run out of tanzanite probably in the next 30 years. So tanzanite found its day in the market after it was first discovered in the year 1967. So it's a new discovery in the country of Tanzania, Africa. It was one of the rare gemstones in the world to show an excellent trichism, which is basically, which means that it displays three different colors when looked at from different angles. In the case of tanzanite, the colors are blue, violet, and burgundy. So when you look at this rare stone, it reflects the blue, it reflects violet, and it reflects burgundy, and very few stones are able to do that. I'll be telling you about some other stones in the future, but today we're looking at tanzanite. And however, the thing that actually makes tanzanite rare is its extremely scarcity in the world. It is mined from only one mine in the world, which is about 7 kilometers long and 2 kilometers wide, and is expected to be mined out in the next 30 years. So if you get your hands on one of these, hold on to it. And of course, let's hope that Africa is being properly compensated for producing this very rare stone that's not found anywhere else at this time. I wanted to say a little bit about a day, and the reason that I want to talk about a day is because I think it's going to define many of the things that are discussed within the Bible. So what is a day? What is a biblical day? What makes a day? What makes that we say 24 hours, sometimes we say sunset to sunset. When does a day start, and when does it end, and how does it begin? Well, here's what the Bible says in Genesis chapter 1 and in the King James Version. Always, by the way, we only quote the King James Version of the Bible here. That way we don't have confusions. You can always read other Bibles for information if you want to. But here on this chapter, or here on this podcast, we use only the King James Bible whenever we're discussing anything in relationship to the Bible. However, other Bibles are sometimes helpful in study because they sometimes explain things to you. But for accuracy, we always use the King James Version of the Bible. And it says, "In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, Let there be light, and there was light. God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness, and God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day." So the day started actually with the darker part of what we know today of a day. So nighttime begins the beginning of a day as opposed to the brighter part. So the brighter part begins the ending of the day. So for instance, if you're on the first day, you would start out at night, and then as it got lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter, it begins to fulfill the first day. And then as it got dark again, the second day begins at that particular time. So a day is really sunset to sunset, and it usually encompasses around a 24-hour time period. But it's definitely, it starts out at night and then goes through the day, and the next day begins at nighttime again. And of course, the Bible is the oldest account we have of what are literal days. So I just wanted to bring that in, and you need to let me know what questions you have about economics. Let me know what questions you have about the Bible. Let me know what questions you have about gold. Let me know what questions you have about rare gemstones, so that you can I can answer some of those questions for you. So just email me at gsp at bertrambeverlysamuel.org, and you can just read through any of the content here to see the actual spelling of my name if you find it difficult to spell. But it's BERTHRAM, BEVERLY, and SAMUEL.org, which is the website. But also, if you send emails, you send them to GSP at that particular email address that we have there. So as you let me know what things you'd like to discuss, whether you want to discuss the economy, whether you want to discuss religion, whether you want to discuss Bible verses or meanings of the Bible or some texts, let me know. You want to discuss world leaders, let me know. If you want to discuss the price of gold, let me know. It's over $2,000 an ounce at the moment. So with the price of gold that high, that makes Africa, the continent of Africa, which produces the most gold and has the most gold mines, the most gold reserves in the ground, that would make Africa, even today, the richest continent in the world. So it's very significant that Africa, as it's been divided up, start pulling itself back together. I know they formed a recent federation. That's a very good thing. They have about 3 federations now, I think, maybe just 2. And they're looking at more, and they're getting into greater joint ventures among the countries themselves, because some countries are just too tiny to stand on their own. But also, if they're allowed to divide up the reserves like that, then you can get other countries which claim the largest reserve, China, Australia, and places like that, the U.S. However, as one single continent, it is the richest continent in the world, has the most gold reserves. So Africa as a continent is, of course, the greatest economic powerhouse that there is today. But this cast is about the entire globe. So we can talk about many countries, we can talk about many things, we can talk about many issues. And as you get your questions in, you will have more things of interest to you. But remember, tanzanite, one of the rarest stones found in Tanzania, has 3 colors when you look at it. I'm sure it's quite beautiful and could adorn many wedding jewelry, but it is quite expensive. It was first discovered in 1967 in the country of Tanzania, Africa, and it is a rare stone with the delight to behold. So I look forward to speaking with you again on Tuesday. Today, of course, is Thursday, the 20th of February. So I look forward to speaking to you again on Tuesday, and I'm here in this beautiful surroundings. Really, really nice place. Very pleasant. You can sometimes hear the traffic on the other side, but the garden where I'm located at the moment is a very, very beautiful garden and very tranquil. It eases the mind and makes the soul happy. Because remember, no matter what you pursue in life, the greatest gift you're ever going to get, which may be from yourself, maybe from God, but the greatest gift you're ever going to get is happiness and joy. No other gift is going to compare to those two things. So continue to seek happiness and remove those things from your life that doesn't cause you happiness and joy. You don't actually need them. You want to be happy, you want to be joyful, you want to be pragmatic. I'm not saying to go out and quit a job or any of that kind of stuff unless you find that to be absolutely necessary, because it may be damaging your health or whatever the case may be. But strive to be happy. Strive to be joyful and reflect and radiate that happiness and joyful, and see if you can't place some of that joy with some other people that don't have any. And let's just enjoy where we are, because one day it's not going to be here anymore. And let us be fair and let us be kind to as many as we can, and let us just try to live in that particular way. So I look forward to discussing the economy and to discuss other things with you when we speak again next Tuesday. So until then, have a wonderful day and stay blessed, stay informed, stay happy, stay joyful, and do those things that make you the best person you can be. Until next time, for my syndicated program, this is Berthram Beverly Samuel. Until then, have a good day.